Shan and Tam fam, welcome to the Real Talk podcast. On this podcast, we talk about real issues. We talk about parenting, love, family, friendships, and everything in between.
It is our hope that you will journey with us through some critical conversations. We would like for you to drop us a comment, to share the conversation, and to let us know what you would like to see us talk about on Real Talk. So greetings, Shan and Tam fam. Hope you are having a wonderful week in spite of the poor air quality this week and all the allergies and everything else that's going on around us. You know, Tam and I just wanted to connect quickly just to talk about some of the way how things are changing financially, the rising costs of rent, mortgage, food, bills, everything, and what are some practical things personally we have been doing to save the little money here or there. And we want to hear from you, the listeners. What are some practical things you can do in this tough season to save even a little penny? So, Tam, may I tell you, say the time tough. It is hard in these streets, man.
I'm so over it. I'm so done. Like, me not even want nobody talk to me. But money
Listen to
right
me.
now.
It is hard. And I know you and I were praying this morning, and in the midst of us praying and giving thanks and saying, God, thank you for our jobs. Thank you that we
Yeah,
can provide. Thank you that we have some place to go. But what
yeah,
about the people who don't have it? You know what I mean? Who
right,
have to depend on food banks, and there's shortage of food in food banks. There are not enough fresh fruits and vegetables and all of that.
right.
If we a two-income household and feel it, so imagine the people in one income household, one earner household, and
Our
people who
no,
not
our
work
our no,
are no
exactly, our
income.
no income altogether. Like, it's so difficult. And when I think about it, sometimes I'm like, am I being like ungrateful? It's not even ungrateful, but
No,
the fact of the matter is that regardless of what your situation is, you're feeling the crunch,
yeah,
right?
feel the pinch.
You're feeling the crunch. And so for me, it's not even about being ungrateful. And that's why, like, even now when I talk to people about, just the challenges that we're experiencing,
Mm-hmm.
in general as a population, and it's not just here in Canada, it's worldwide, right?
Yes.
And um, I say, you know what, regardless of the fact that it's so hard right now, I still have to give thanks for what I've got, right?
Yeah.
And whether it's little or whether it's much, it means that, you have something. But you're right. Like, I think about the people who don't have a job
Yeah.
and,
Yeah.
what it looks like for them. But
Exactly.
for me, I know, and I've been saying this to my kids for quite some time now, that particularly in the area of food is something
Mm-hmm.
that you can't live without. Like, you
Yeah.
can't
And them
survive without.
love waste food, them
They
pitney. Yeah.
love waste
Mm-hmm.
food.
Mm-hmm.
They
Mm-hmm.
love waste food. And I've been saying to them I'm like, you guys really need to take a serious look at what it is that you have and be
Yeah.
grateful for it.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the ways that I've chosen to save, particularly in the area of food, is when there's something done, me not buy back.
Yeah, no,
Me
we
not.
laugh. We had a good laugh about that this morning.
Yeah,
Real
and
talk.
I know people are like, what? I'm like, no.
Yeah. Buy it
If
back.
me buy a
Yeah.
18 case of juice box
Mm-hmm.
was supposed to last for 2 weeks, if
Yeah.
it's finished in week one, I'm
And they
not
say it
buying it
done.
again.
Exactly. No, I'm gonna
So,
rang you. And what
yeah,
I did last week when I was doing grocery shopping, because when you buy grocery, enough money, and then you have to go a road again, go buy junk food, it's a lot of money.
yeah,
So what I did when I was doing my grocery shopping, I actually did like a scan for the week of the
right,
things that I can cook, right? So
right,
if I know I'm gonna cook piece of chicken, I say, yeah, I have to buy chicken. And
right,
I just did like a scan, said this mega eat Monday, this mega do Tuesday, Wednesday. And I found this week I did not buy any junk food really, right?
right,
Because I was intentional. I say, I want me tired. Me
Mm-hmm.
go come cook at me yard.
Yeah, and that's one of the things too that I have to consciously, it's not even about me, it's really for
Yeah,
my kids
yeah.
because I'm the one who will eat this same food until it done.
No, me not say
Two,
so.
three.
No,
Yeah,
I
me
am the
know say you are
opposite.
not overnight. Yeah, me know
Me
say
eat
you
it
are
one
not.
time and that's it.
Yeah,
Me always
no,
get
me.
cussed at my own soul. Wouldn't I eat food more than twice? No, me eat it once and that's it.
Well, people always laugh at me at work because they're like, "What is that in your lunch?" Because a little bit of this and a little bit of that, a little bit of
Beer
and
mix up, mix up.
anything was left over.
No, no, that's
Yeah,
how we're
that's
different.
me. Yeah, no, that's me. But no, so yeah, what I've done is I have I've said, listen, if I make this, then you guys
Yes.
are gonna eat that. Like
Yeah.
that's what you're gonna have, and I'm not looking to go get nothing else. I'm sorry if
Hmm.
you feel, because it's really about just a feeling. If you feel like having something else, Miss Sorry, that's not what I have. This
That's how
is what
you're,
I'm going to provide.
that sounds like a you problem.
Yeah, and I realized that it cuts down on the variety, like the different multiple things that you have to buy.
Yes,
You know what I mean?
yes, yes, yes.
So yeah, very much aligned with what you're doing in terms of trying to figure out for the week, like what you're gonna cook, which I think is a really good thing. Now, I like to cook, but I choose not to sometimes.
You have to train them,
Yeah,
make
for
them go
sure.
cook. Yes,
I told our friend the other day, lower your expectations. Let
lower
your
it to
kids
them.
lower their expectations of you. So,
Make them figure it out.
yeah,
Make
and
them figure it
they
out.
can. And
Mm-hmm.
for like mornings, like breakfast and lunch right now, they figure it out. I don't have
Yes,
to, right? So,
yes.
really having that plan in place for what the meals look like, I feel that that's really going to save some
Yeah, no,
dollars.
I do that. And what I have done as well too, even with the bills, sometimes them just come like for just rob you,
Yeah,
I will just I wouldn't say break down the bills, right?
yeah.
Based on the date. So this paycheck, I probably can pay half of the one year and catch up back. This is how people have been able to manage because realistically, if you pay everything at one shot, sometimes you not get leave with nothing at the end of the
Yeah.
month.
So what's been a regular practice for me, and this has been for years now,
Mm-hmm.
that there are two things that I do. One of them, I don't know if you've ever heard about this, it's like the envelope system.
Mm.
So for some of the recurring and little things, like everyday
Yeah.
things, think about you need to buy like cosmetics, you need to buy
Yes.
like even for the kids for birthday parties, right?
Okay. Yeah,
For
yeah.
birthday
Like gifts
parties,
and stuff
yeah,
like
you
that.
need to buy gifts or give. Nowadays, no pitney not really want no gift. They want you to
Them
give
want
them the
money.
money. All right.
Yes.
But I have a bunch of envelopes that
Okay.
I itemize what it's for. So I have one for gifts,
Okay.
birthday
And you
gifts.
put money in
Yeah.
that every time you get
And
paid?
so yeah, so every
Me tell
paycheck.
you, say Tam is a accountant, people. Me say, hey, if you want somebody to manage your money, call Tam.
Ah, every paycheck. So what I do is I figure out for the year on average, like
Mm.
let's say, just for argument's sake, my budget for the year for gifts is like $300. So
Okay.
break that down now into the paychecks, the pay periods. How much
Yes,
does
yes.
that turn out to be? That might be $10 per paycheck or
Pay.
$5 per paycheck or
Okay.
whatever. So every paycheck for
You
those
put in
bunch
a
of
look at
envelopes,
$10.
me get pull the cash out and I put $5 in the envelope here, $10 in this one, $15 in that,
Yes.
$20 in that. Even for stuff like haircuts and cosmetics.
Oh, so you
And
have an envelope for that
yeah,
too?
I have envelopes for
Okay.
that. Dry cleaning. And the thing
Oh,
about it is, even if it's something that you don't do all the time, like
yes,
regularly,
yes,
when
yes,
it
yes.
comes around for you to have a cost for it, you have the money already saved. So
Mm.
that's one thing that I've
And
done
that
for.
has worked for you over the
It's
years?
worked for many years. I've done that for many years. May have me
Mm.
some of me envelope them tattered and torn. I may have to
You have to
replace them.
replenish.
But I feel that's a good way. And then the other thing that I am going to do, that
Mm-hmm.
I've decided that I'm going to do, particularly when it comes to the food shopping, is to
Yes.
spend cash for the
Mm.
grocery shopping.
Okay. Instead of the
Bec-
debit?
yes, because when you think about it,
Yes.
when you go and tap and swipe and
Yes,
you're
yes, yes.
mentally you're thinking, okay, this is $100 here, but
Yes,
okay,
yes,
let's
yes.
say your budget is like $250,
For the food.
right? Yeah, you spend
Mm.
$100 here, so but the next bill might come up to 150,
$15. And
$56
and then you
or
go over your budget.
$180 exactly.
Yes. So when you have the cash, you see what you
When you
have.
have the cash, yeah,
You know, somebody did say that to me one time to say she not use debit anymore. So say for example, she budget out, say, spending money for herself for the week,
yeah,
$100 with gas and stuff. She actually pull the physical cash, same thing as what you say,
yeah,
and spend with the cash. Because when you tap, 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 tap,
yeah,
sometimes you don't even know. And
yeah.
once the money done, you know, say it done.
It's done exactly. So those
I
are
have to
two
try that.
things, yeah, that I do as well. The grocery shopping is what I'm
Hmm.
going to actually start doing now in an
Yeah, I'm
effort
gonna
to
try
really,
that
yeah.
to
But the
tailor your
envelope
way you're
system,
spending.
yeah, the envelope
But the
system I've
envelope
used
system,
that for
that's all like enough
years.
work, though, sis.
No, it isn't, the biggest part of
Mm,
it to begin with is to figure out realistically what you
yeah.
want to spend on these things for
Mm,
either a month or for the whole
mm-hmm,
year.
mm-hmm,
Um, and then just
mm-hmm.
break it down. And after that, it becomes easy because what you do is just write on each envelope how much you're going to put
Yes,
in there. And once you work it out one time, you tally up how much that is.
yes,
Let's say
yes,
totally
yes,
everything come to $400.
yes.
You get the
You
$400,
just break it up.
break it up into your
Yes,
denominations, and
yes.
slip it into your envelope, and it'll work.
Okay.
And that
That sound
saves
like a
you.
good idea. I want to pick your brain to about the saving because
Yeah,
when me I grew up, me always hear my auntie and mother, everybody say when you work, you pay yourself first. But sometimes you're
yeah.
not even happy for pay yourself,
I
right?
know.
You have to pay everybody else. So how do you prioritize even saving, even if it's a little bit? How do you prioritize that, and what does that look like even for you?
Well, yeah, so saving actually has to be a part of your budget, just like paying your
Mm-hmm.
bills and what have you, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I guess for me, and this is another thing that we do, like as a family, that has helped me over the years. We actually have a budget calculator, and it tells us, it
Yeah.
breaks it down by category, how much, what percentage of your income is being spent
Yes.
on different things.
Things.
So when
Yes.
you can, like I'm a visual person, so when
Mm-hmm.
I actually see the percentage, like in real terms, or
Mm-hmm.
I see the graph that shows me, okay, this is how much. So let's say based on my budget, I'm only saving 5% of my
Mm-hmm.
total income,
Mm-hmm.
but I want to save 8%. Then you start looking at the other areas in terms of
Where you
what you're
can cut
spending
down.
and where you can
Yes.
cut down.
A real
Whole day
talk.
yesterday, I did the work on the budget, something
Listen
there.
to me. Listen. And you know what? And you know what? Seeing me over the years, the Sam, Tam. I mean, know some people knock it. Yes, it's Susu, our partner.
Yeah, yeah.
That has been something when me can tell you say have done wonders for me over the years.
Yeah. And it's really when
And
you
it's a
think
part of
about it,
savings too.
it's a compulsory saving. So the saving thing, outside of really budgeting to do that, the other thing that I find that's very helpful or that I do is you automatically put it away somewhere. So let's say you know that, let's say you get paid every Thursday or every other Thursday or every Friday or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You also set up, once you decide how much that is that you're supposed to be saving, set up something to automatically take that
Take
money
it
out
out.
of the account,
True
put
enough.
it in the savings
Yeah.
right then and there.
Yeah.
It's an invisible way of saving, a
Yeah.
compulsory way of saving. You don't have to
Yes.
think about it, and
A
it
real talk.
prevents you from thinking, say, all right, I'm not gonna put the money, I'm not gonna save that this week. It's all
Yes.
right,
Yes.
next week, set it up so it automatically
Not a click
goes.
come out.
So you
A
don't
true.
even
A real
touch it.
talk.
Yeah,
A real talk. Yeah. Just like how your car payment or whatever payment or your mortgage or your rent, set it up because yeah, these are some of the practical things people can do for see them way
yeah.
out.
The other thing I was thinking about too is some of these automatic subscriptions and membership and stuff like that, right? Sometimes,
You forget about them.
yeah, like the other day, honestly, real talk, me I look on my credit card bill and me I said, wait there, I thought I put my my
Yes.
gym membership on hold, right?
Them still
And they
that
told
take the
me
payment.
no, they weren't taking the full payment, but it was like $10. And I'm like, what a $10 off for? So,
Yeah, but
so
ten
I
dollar
called
add
them.
up after a
This
while.
is the thing. I'm like,
Yeah.
I called them. I'm like, okay, so what's this charge for? They're like, oh, you put it on hold. Me say, yeah, because me no want no, me no
You know
want
what?
pay
Come back.
anybody. They're
Exactly.
like, oh, but
Exactly.
there's a charge to put it on hold. So I'm like,
Eh, eh. So
no,
you
me
just
need to
cancel it
cancel
altogether.
this.
Yeah, because you might think say $10, but $10 adds up,
$10 add up. So I
right?
canceled it. And
Yes.
those are some of the like things that we like subscribe
Mm-hmm.
to that we forget about.
Yes,
And
yes.
if you're not like really looking at your credit card bill on a regular basis or what have you,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
then you realize that, oh wait, how long this money will come off. That's a saving right there. Think
It's a
about 10
saving.
times 12, that's $120.
A real talk. No man, that can buy some gas or buy some grocery. And these are just some of the practical things that people
Yeah,
can do. Another thing too, Tam, me not spend no heap of money on clothes, you know. Me not do it, the
yeah,
name brand thing and this and the, I'm not doing it. As long
yeah,
as it look good and it fit me nice, me
yeah.
not spend no heap of money on clothes. I'm not doing it.
Yeah, I've never been a name brand person.
Neither
Ku-
have I. Hmm.
Kudos to who can afford it
Yes.
and who loves it. Like I like nice things.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And but even for name brand stuff, like me shop cheap for name brand. So
Yes. You
I
never go look. You can go winners, right?
yeah,
Or
some
any
me
one of
winners,
those
not
stores,
really.
like winners.
I
You know,
don't
yeah,
really
winner.
care
But me
for
like
winners.
winners. So
But no, I name brand stuff. There
yeah,
are outlets and stuff where you can actually get things
that's
on
what I was just
sale.
gonna say. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and name brand stuff, like you can get
Mm-hmm.
them on sale if you're a name brand person. But I have never gone into a store and bought anything full price, name
Yeah,
brand.
it
That's
don't
not
make no
me.
sense.
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
no. Yeah, I'm thrifty when it comes to my clothes, but it needs to look good too. So
Yes, 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 yes.
yeah,
No, real talk. You have to find the ways and the different ways that you can save costs, save money, right? Because everything going up, right? And as you and I spoke about even today, the level of stress that people are under, right?
yeah,
Work, financial stress, different things, it's like a rat race, you're just in and out, in and out. I work for pay the bills, I work for pay the bills. And sometimes, Tam, you don't even get the chance to enjoy the fruit of your labor. So
yeah,
in the midst of that, you have to also prioritize your mental health and well-being and make the little sacrifices where you can, even if you do a day trip here or there, or
yes,
save the little penny, $50 here or there for go on the vacation. There's some people who not travel, don't go on vacation. I can't do it. I cannot
yeah,
do it. So whatever money for sacrifice, because I'm working hard
right.
for do the little vacation, mega do it.
Yeah, I think it's sometimes about like how we like our mindset, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
I think people set out to be productive, you set out to achieve, you really work hard and you
Mm-hmm.
want to be able to afford to live and stuff like that. But
Mm-hmm.
sometimes I think we get caught up in the act of living or
Yes.
being able to live and we don't actually live,
Live.
right?
Yeah. And what real
Like,
success looks like.
yeah, enjoying the things that are around you, like you said, maybe being able to go on a vacation. And it doesn't have to be a big vacation or anything, right? Like,
Mm-hmm.
um, finding places in your immediate vicinity.
Yes.
I mean,
Yes.
we've taken vacations just to Niagara Falls. Like
I'm telling you, go feel like a road trip or
we've
something.
literally, as a family, taken a vacation to Scarborough. Don't laugh.
It's all good. No judgments here.
We went, there was a real, I forget the name of the hotel, but
Yes.
there was a nice hotel. I don't know if it's still there. This is years ago that had like a whole pool, like water park playground in the
Nice. In
hotel. And
Scarborough.
we're like, we went for a weekend with the kids.
Look at that.
And that was a vacation.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to get creative too with doing
Mm-hmm.
the things that, can give you a little enjoyment in your life
Exactly.
while you're working to provide and stuff.
You have to.
Yeah.
Yesterday to my Palma work, take advantage of workplace benefits too if you have them. We have a work perks program and I haven't been using it. And I yesterday me I look on it and I say, okay, me can cut $20 here, $20 there. Different things are come, summer's coming, and you
Oh,
know what say,
discounts. Like
what?
discounts?
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. So you know me bring it on pan it too.
Yeah, man. We are friends and family.
Friends and family
Friends
discount.
and family discount. Yeah,
Yes, because you
there's
have to look at different ways that you
to
can
save
save
money.
money.
The other thing I came across the other day was a point that said if you're gonna buy something, think
Hmm.
about it for 30 days or something like that. Like,
Then after 30 days, you're not gonna but I want it.
you know that's the point. So after 30 days,
You make the
are you gonna
decision.
buy it? Do you really want it? Like,
Mm,
is it really
mm-hmm,
necessary?
mm.
So that's one of the things that we
Okay.
could actually try.
But what about if that's something you need right now?
Yeah, no, I think it was more in relation to like impulse spending. Like
Okay,
if you see
impulse
something and
spending.
you like it
Mm,
and you want it, you know what I mean? Like if,
okay.
let's say for instance, clothes or shoes or
Yes,
whatever. It's not
yes, yes,
something that's
yes.
an absolute
It's a
necessity.
need right now.
Yeah.
Yes.
So if it's something that you're like, oh, I like that, maybe I could get it. Well,
Mm-hmm.
don't buy it just yet. Think about
Yes.
it for 30 days and then see how you feel about it then.
Okay.
I know generally speaking, like I will go into may not really go mall, but if I go to the mall and
Yes,
I
yes,
walk
yes,
into a
yes.
store and I see something and I'll be like, okay, I might want that. I'd want to get it. I
Yes.
sometimes I actually leave the store,
And go
go
home.
go no, like go walk, go do something else or whatever it is that I came to do. And inevitably, usually by the time I head back to that store, me not want it again. Me not going to
Look
go
at that.
buy.
Look at that.
Even with online shopping, I do that.
Yes.
I put it
Yeah,
in the
yeah, yeah.
cart and
And
I
you
leave
take
it
some
there.
time. Yes.
I put it in the cart and I leave it there. And maybe the next time I go back on there, I'm like, I don't really want
I'm
that.
gonna really need
Delete.
it.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
So
Yes.
sometimes if you give yourself the time and the space to really consider before you actually get something,
Mm-hmm.
that can
Oh,
help
wow, that's a
save
good
you.
point. That's a good point. But yeah, no, I thought this would be a good conversation to hear from the listeners. And, everybody feeling it, Tom. Everybody I
It's
feel
a
it. And
crunch.
it's a crunch. And what are people doing? What are you thinking? How are you feeling? How are you managing during this difficult time?
Yeah. It's a lot. I like we started out saying that everybody we know is feeling the crunch right now,
Mm-hmm,
right?
mm-hmm,
So it's
mm-hmm.
always good if we can share ideas
Yes.
about different things. I would love for
Mm-hmm.
people to post once we post this episode on the
Yes.
links on our social media pages. What are
Mm-hmm.
some of the tips, the things that you do, so we can see them? It might be something that I've never thought of doing.
Exactly.
I would
Like
like
I'm
to
gonna
try.
try the money one today, this week or next week with the grocery. I'm gonna try that.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna do that. I'm starting that this week
Okay.
with groceries because it's today. I think it was today I was thinking, I was like, how am I gonna save some money where that is concerned? And I'm like,
Yes.
you know what? I'm gonna take the cash and that's what
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna be,
Yes, you're gonna
right?
put it in an envelope and
Yeah.
carry it. Yeah.
Outside of my envelope system, that's one thing that I think I'm gonna do to
Yes.
really to pay attention to those grocery costs and so on.
Yes, yes, yes. Real talk. Real talk. So, fam, let us know
Yeah.
what you're doing or how are you feeling with everything that's going on right now in this season?
Yes, definitely. And like we said, once this episode is released, we want you, please, please, please post your pointers and tips and
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
suggestions under the social media pages where we will have the post for this podcast episode. And just remember to check out other episodes as well on Spreaker.com. All our
Yes.
episodes are posted there. We have 2 seasons going now of Real Talk. And share your point of view. Share the episode with someone who you
Mm-hmm.
think might be interested in the topic. And drop us a line to let us know any topic that you would like us to discuss. All right, so until next time, fam, this was a quick one. You all take care, walk good, and stay well.
Listen.
Don't forget to visit Shan and Tam on all their social media websites. At Sisters Shan and Tam on Instagram, Shan Tam Lodge-Lee on Facebook, and check out their blogs at shanandtam.blogspot.com. Tune in again next time on Real Talk.